Hello everyone, and thank you guys for watching. Classic by Rider here, bringing you a new video, the first ride of 2019. Finally, after all this wait, finally came through for me. Tested out my new helmet that I got from Colombia, as well as new camera placement. I'm gonna be also testing out stuff here to get a little bit gas. Gas over here is so much more expensive than other places. Like $3.59 for premium, where down the road it's like $2.49. I just came here to get like $2 so I can get enough to get someplace else. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm recording with both my Hero 4 Black and my new Hero 6 Black. My Hero 6 Black, I got it on chest mount. Hero 4 Black on my helmet. Recording the voice on the Hero 4 Black because I haven't got the microphone adapter for the Hero 6 Black yet. Some back order from Gopro. I did mention in another video that I got a cheap Chinese version. See if it works. Also, hopefully this helmet is not too windy, so I can hear already. A lot of noise. It's a Colombian helmet. My wife got it from in Colombia. So this is my first time riding with it. And I can already tell that it's already windy, it's already noisy. So this is gonna be until I start working and I can get me a better one without her getting mad at me. Ooh, it's a little windy. You can feel the wind shaking me around. Just gonna take a ride down to Riverhead, get gas, go for a quick zip around to test the cameras, and go back home and inspect the footage. So my first ride of 2019, my first ride, me being a 50-year-old. I just turned 50 on Saturday. Excuse me. So I'm half a century old. Half a century. We had a nice get together on Saturday. My wife, my stepdaughter's husband's birthday, same day on the 9th, March 9th. So we did a little get together for both of us at my stepdaughter's house. It was pretty cool. We had a couple of friends over. We ate, we drank, and we went back home and sleep. And face reality, I'm 50 years old. Doesn't feel too bad. I feel a year wiser. So this morning I did put in the battery on the bike and the first startup. I left that video being rendered on my computer at home, and probably I'll upload it when I get home, and this one will be ready for tomorrow. So in case you see this tomorrow, Tuesday, today is Monday the 11th. It's about 50 degrees now. It's a little windy. I wasn't expecting to be this windy, but I'm also getting the blast from that car in front of me. So I'm gonna try to back up a little bit, see if it helps a little bit. Maybe not. So yesterday, Saturday night to Sunday was fall forward, spring forward. We lost an hour of sleep. Yesterday was really nasty out. It was raining all day, so we didn't leave the house at all. We got up because we basically went to bed like around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1:30 Saturday night. We got up. It was gonna be 9:30 Sunday, and we stay home all day. We finished watching. Was watching Netflix, The Haunting of Hill House. It was pretty good. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a scary movie, a really, really scary show, but it wasn't all that scary. It was mostly like drama. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's pretty good. The Haunting of Hill House. Second season is coming out in 2020. I don't know why Netflix do that. They wait like a year in between to put out seasons, so people get disinterested. Like, I love Stranger Things. They came out with the first season. The next year they came out with the second season. 2017. 2018, nothing. And now this year they're supposed to be coming out with season 3 probably in July. And, you know, people get disinterested in the shows. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it because I love it, but I don't know. I don't understand why they do that. I mean, regular TV shows, they do every year. They do seasons every year. So they should. I mean, other shows they do a season every year. Not this one. And one of my favorite Netflix shows, Daredevil, got canceled. So season 3, I think it is the last season. Iron Fist, first season was great. I haven't watched second season, but it was canceled. I guess Marvel is charging too much royalty for using their characters, so Netflix is just like not having it. They got so much money now with their own productions that they don't care about, you know, keeping their shows that people love. I mean, this year for the first time they were inducted in the Oscars, and the movie Roma, the Spanish lady, won a couple of Oscars. I watched it because I'm Hispanic, and I heard the Spanish station, there was this girl raving about how good that movie was and how pretty the girl was, and they screw her up in the magazine. And I watched the 2 freaking whole hours of nothingness. I don't understand why people loved that movie so much. It was nothing. It was black and white for one thing, and there's nothing. It was a freaking show about a housekeeper maid who lives in a house with family, big whoop. My wife is a housekeeper. And what they really showing is how much crap the housekeepers had to take from their bosses. Listen, everybody that works for another person has to take crap from their boss one time or another. Excuse me. I don't understand why they were so raving about that movie, because it wasn't that good. Both me and my wife was like, huh? That's it? What was all that about? The only interesting thing that happened in the freaking movie was the girl being pregnant by this guy, and she going looking for him in a karate camp, and he's saying that he wasn't his, and she having to have the kid by herself. Excuse me. I guess I'm talking too loud because of the wind, and my throat is drying up. Alright, so I don't think I'm gonna go too far up. I'm just gonna stop gas station get gas, and go back around back to my house. Wind's too strong. I mean, weather feels good, but the wind is still a little too strong for now. So I hope everybody's winter was great. I mean, I came back from Colombia February 1st. We left a 80-degree weather. Days prior of me coming back from Colombia, I saw my son posting videos. He's riding his motorcycle, weather in the 50s, and we land on February 1st. We walked out of that terminal. It was freaking 11 degrees. 11 freaking degrees. We were freezing. And my stepdaughter had left us the car in the airport parking lot, and my wife wasn't sure what lot she said that it was. We were walking around looking for the freaking car. We had to end up going back in the terminal to warm up and calling her, and she's saying which terminal it was, and it was right where we was, but a couple of lots further. It was freaking freezing that day. Well, where should I go for gas? Should I stop here? Nah, I'll go to another one. See, over here, Super is $2.87. Over there was $3, whatever it was. It was past $3. And I've been going to Montauk Native Gasoline in Mastic to fill up my car. Over there is even cheaper. A premium is $2.49, and regular is $2.19 or $2.09 or $2.19, something like that. And now that I hear the gas is gonna keep going back up, that's where I'm gonna be going. So over here feels warmer. Riverhead is always warmer than Hampton Bays for sure. I'm gonna go to BP, finish filling up over there. I was gonna get a key made, a duplicate made for the bike key, but I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna order a couple of blanks that it says Honda. A couple of Honda blanks so they can cut it for me. Go. It's funny because I'm so close to Riverhead now. It takes me literally nothing to get here. When I used to live in East Hampton, I used to dread coming to Riverhead because of the distance that you had to travel back. It's like 45 minutes. And in the summer, with the traffic, you don't even want to leave East Hampton. But now, the trick is going to be, in the summer, having to drive to work. I already started taking my bike. The days that I can, take my bike. Save some mileage in the car and save some gas too. Hopefully in the coming weeks, I'll probably change the gasket on this thing, on the tank. I want to get me also on on a commercial on TV, Lowe's has a Craftsman toolkit for like $69. It has a bunch of sockets. They actually open a Harbor Freight here in Riverhead, so I'll probably take a swing over there and get one of those cheap tool sets just to have it at my house, because my tools are at my stepdaughter's garage and I need tools at my house so I can do something like that, you know, take the tank out to put the gasket on, do basic maintenance, oil change on the bike. So here I am, that's BP over here. I'm gonna get gas over here. $2.99, not bad. I'll probably get, let's see, $2.99, $2.95. I'll probably get $2.85. I get 89 silver. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I got gas. Nice view. I got gas. Let me go for a short ride. I only get $10, 3.5 gallons, because this thing's still leaking, and until I get to take the tank off and change the gasket, oops, excuse me. I don't think I buckled my helmet. Huh. I'm gonna have to stop somewhere and do it. Do it. Let's go this way. This bike is so filthy. So filthy. Huh. Tweet. Alright. Wow. So we in the plans of buying a house. Had 12 grand saved up for a small down payment. Just gotta work on paying off the credit cards first, the small credit cards, so we can have our credit score go up. So I'm gonna be going over here to Stocky Park. This is where motor vehicle does all their road tests, and I see 2 cars there, so I think they might be doing road tests today. I'm not gonna bother them. I'm gonna park way in the corner so I can get my helmet buckled up. When I came from my motorcycle road test to get my motorcycle license, I didn't know that you had to come with someone. Ooh, that looks like video equipment. Someone might be shooting over here. Might be shooting a movie. I didn't know then in order for you to come and get your road test to get your license, you had to come with someone that already has a motorcycle license. See, I didn't know that, so drove my bike over here. I only have my my learner's permit. I drove my bike over here. Oh, I did buckle my helmet. I'm just gonna have to tie this thing a little more. I drove the bike over here, and my then wife drove the car over here behind me, and we patiently sat. We got into I parked the bike and I got in the back of the car. I got in the back of the car. Let's see what's back in here. Haven't been here in a long time. And I didn't get in back. I got in the front, in the passenger seat. When my time came to do the road test, the lady came out, said, "Let me see your license." I showed her my learner's permit. My wife showed her her license, and she kind of like looked at it. She didn't even say anything, and proceeded to tell me, "Okay, so just gonna go over there and gonna do 2 figure eights and 2 figure eights, 2 left turns and 2 right turns in circles. 2 left circles, 2 right circles." Oh, this is gravel. No, it's not. And what is that noise? I can hear it. And then come back over here. So I did. Then my 2 circles to the left, 2 circles to the right, and 2 figure eights. And I got back to her. She said, "Okay, so now we're gonna go down this road. You're gonna make 2 rights, 3 rights, and we're gonna come back over here. So you're gonna go down to the stop sign. You're gonna make a right. You're gonna go to the stop sign. You're gonna make a right, and you're gonna make another right on this road, and we're gonna come over here." So I did. Went out for the road test. Came back. Oh no, that's traps. Came back, and she proceeded again to ask my wife for her license. She says, "Oh, you don't have a motorcycle's license." My wife, "No." So, "Oh, that's a grant for failure. But you already completed the road test. I'm gonna pass you." I was like, "Yes!" It was a pretty cute girl too. I was like, "Yes!" So I got my motorcycle license by a miracle, just because the lady was in a good mood. Same thing when I went to get my CDL license, my road test. It was the last of the day, the end of the day. The lady was sick, and she said, "Okay, just go down the road and make a left at the stop sign." So I did, and she just laid her head next to the window, and she went, "All right," and she was telling me what to do, right? And then go to do the back end. "All right," and she said, "All right, let's go back. You pass." She was sick, and she just wanted to get it done with. She passed me. I only had 10 points because I did too many maneuvers backing up. I was like, shit, but I passed it. Alright, so let's get back home because my wife probably gonna be on the way. I haven't had breakfast yet. Haven't even had breakfast. Silly me. Something's making noise. Maybe there? Yep, it was the freaking key. Right, I think this is a good test for the cameras and the helmet and whatnot. Hopefully the placement for this one is alright. If not, I'm just gonna have to add another extension arm to the mount, so I can be able to set it up a lot more straighter. Alright, let's see if this works. I know in the past, motorcycles are famous for not activating these sensors, but I've learned one time that driving on the edge, it activates them. So we'll see. Yep, light change. Oh, I got a car behind me, so that one probably activated it. So I try to set both cameras with the same settings, 2.4K I think it is, 2.7K, 60 frames per second. Unfortunately the 6 don't have linear on that setting, so I had to set it to medium. I didn't want it to be too wide, the point of view. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how good of a editor am I with the videos, trying to get the voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the voice recorded on the Hero 4 with the video from the Hero 6. Verizon's been doing some work lately. I hope that they finally decided to get Fios everywhere. That's a newer Chevy Malibu, an Impala. I think it's an Impala. So Chevy decided to kill the Impala and the Cruise. Next year, no Impala, no Cruise. In fact, the last Chevy Cruze rolled out of a plant in Ohio, I think that they had in Ohio, one of the plants. So the last Cruze rolled out of the plant last week. The plant's closed down. Yep, that was an Impala. Those are nice cars, man. I like my Malibu, but Impalas I love. And the Cruze are nice. I, in fact, bought from my brother-in-law in Colombia. He had a 2012 Chevy Cruze that he was selling, so I bought it off him. Well, what we decided to do is I'm sending him the payments so he can pay. He's still financed, so he's gonna pay the loan off first with the money I gave him, and then once it's paid off, I can give him whatever for the car, whatever he paid for it. I think a year or so pay, and not that bad. $1 million pesos, Colombian pesos, we translate to $300, so something like that, $300. And the car was in great shape. It's 2012 Cruze. Even that thing even had automatic wipers, something that mine doesn't have. Mine here in the States doesn't have. I guess the reasoning is because in Colombia it rains so much that they had to add the automatic wipers, and they actually work great. I had them turned on, and every little sprinkle the wipers comes on, and once it dries up, when it senses there's no water, it stops automatically. I don't have to do anything. But nowadays cars are making people dumber. Like the other day I seen someone driving with no lights, just the driving lights. You know, most cars had daylight driving lights, and the lights come on automatically, and for some reason that one didn't, and he was just driving with the daylight running lights. It was dark, didn't even turn them on. So people get dumb with most technology. And if you guys saw last week, the internet blew up because someone recorded a guy sleeping in a Tesla while the Tesla was being driven in a freeway in California. I mean, come on. Guy probably wasn't even sleeping. He was probably pretending to be asleep. And then goes this guy. He passed him once, and then the next time he passed him again, and he records the guy supposedly sleeping in a Tesla with his head slanted back. And the Tesla has the co-pilot feature, you know, that it drives itself. So the guy probably dozed off. You can't tell me that you driving down the road, you haven't dozed off for 5 seconds. They call micro sleeps, that you kind of like lose track of time, and you have like micro sleeps. You fall asleep for seconds, in seconds. And that's how most accidents happen. People falling asleep behind the wheel. Guess what? The Tesla didn't get into an accident. He was actually doing what it's supposed to. The guy had his hand in the wheel. If it would have been an emergency, the Tesla would have vibrated the wheel to bring the guy to his attention, wake him up. But that's how we humanity reacts to something that we don't understand fully yet. So most cars nowadays has that technology. I mean, all the cars has the blind spot intrusion, and if you start wandering from one side to the other, it just vibrates and bring you back to the center of the lane. But because it was a Tesla, they had to make a big stink about it. Could have been a Chevy. nobody would have said anything about it. But it was a Tesla. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. So one thing I noticed on my GoPro Hero 6, on this stretch I couldn't get GPS signal out.